What's up YouTube, Kevin Wolf with 123. Today's video is a special one. I have received the 8bitdo, I never know which one to say. This is the retro mod kit for the NES. Now as you can see, it's a PCB that goes inside your NES controller to make it a wireless control like their other ones. I'm not going to pretend to know what's on this board, but yeah, PCB, I'm guessing that's a Bluetooth chip there. That's how you charge on these things. If you focus there's like a pin. And it's this little charger here. The wire is very, very short, as you can see. It's tiny, but... So, we're going to put it into this, I'd say, less than 24 hours use NES pad. This pad is absolutely mint, as in brand new. Now, I'm going to go through three things which I found... well, actually, not three things that I found with this. Three things that are important to know about this controller. But this one here was their old... I don't know what it was called. I think it was a N30. It's got some shoulder buttons on the top. 4 face buttons. They worked as A and B and turbo A and B. This, I think, yeah, this pad had a problem with when you press right, it also sometimes presses down and up. And even sometimes you press right and it presses up and down at the same time, which is mad. So I'll show you later. So the first thing is what we're going to look at is, does it feel like a NES pad? Because this does feel quite like a NES pad, but it's not 100%. Whereas when that's in there, that's going to be an official pad. So hopefully it feels good. The other thing is, do the buttons get pressed up and down as you're moving, which I want to check. And does it have any input lag that I can notice? So anyway, we're going to open it up now. Going to focus. I'm going to open this up. And we're going to install it. So according to this, well, do I really need to look at the instructions? It's pretty simple. Apart from the screwdriver is not the best. Got a bit of Mega Man in the background. Yeah, this screwdriver's a bit... Maybe it's because the screws are so new on this. Got the back off now. Yeah, that screwdriver, I'm pretty sure it came with it. I don't know if it just randomly appeared. But if you look, it's not going to focus. It's not actually undoing stuff, and the end of it seems to be crumbling away. I don't know what that's about. So I use that one. It's off an old set of, I think it was off an iPad replacement screen screwdriver. Anyway, so we've got it open. As you can see, it's nice and mint in there. I'm going to use this wire anyway, because I've got a Japanese controller with the short wire. I can whack that PCB in there. So yeah, see, nice and new in there, look. Right, so, next step, if I can speak. I don't think there's much to look at, really. Yeah, just place it inside, I'm guessing. So, we're going to place it in like so. Yeah, it fits snug. And then this piece here, which is the charge adapter, I'm not sure whether to bend it this way or that way. I'm trying to see on there. According to that, it's just put in place, but this is where I spend 45 minutes juggling it, trying to get it to fit. I'm guessing it just sits like that. Is that going to stay in place? Yeah, it seems to stay in place. So we're going to screw it back up, fast forward it, and yeah, let's have a go. Okay, and that's it. Put it back together. So as you can see, the charging port sits on the top. It sounded weird when I said that. Charging port. That's the one. On the top. Can I pull it out? Seems to hold in place. That's being held by like a rubber grommet underneath, stop it pulling out the top, but the top bit's moulded to the shape of that. It's a bit fiddly to get in, but yeah. Bit noisier, I think. Wow, that D-pad does not feel right. I don't think that's in properly. That's not right at all. But the other buttons are. That D-pad is definitely wrong. Right, now I'm going to have to open it up again and have a look. So, let's have a look. Okay, so we've done it properly this time. Turns out that the reason the D-pad felt weird was because the rubber was still stuck on the old PCB. So that was clever. Didn't check that. yeah, so it's together, as you can see. A few bits of screw residue and things like that, where the screwdriver was a bit messy. As you can see, it's a new NES pad. A couple of bits of dust on it. Feels good. The D-pad seems a lot more stiff, like in the socket. Doesn't move. Yeah, it feels nice. It feels like a NES pad. Right, so we're going to give it a little charge, and then we're going to whack it on the NES, and yeah, I've got the NES top loader with a high-def mod kit, so we'll test it on that with the wireless receiver, see how we get on. Okay, so this is the best shot I'm going to get of the actual TV screen, with the phone, you know, propped up on a stand. So, if I put my hands there, it's paired. It was pretty easy. It said press select and left together to turn it on, and then hold select 3 seconds to make it pairing mode. And I just pressed that on the adapter over there, and it connected straight away. So that's pretty good. So the reason I put Panic Restaurant on, because I was playing this the other day, and with the old 8bitdo controller, it was absolutely shocking, because you'd press right and he'd duck. So you'd fight an enemy, like a boss. As you're walking forward, it would duck under the boss and get hit. So I want to see if this actually, you know, solves that. If I'm pressing right and it's going down and up. Well, there's no up on this one. We'll see anyway. Feels nice though. Feels just like the NES pad. That's what I was hoping for. So that's solved one of the questions I had for it. Yeah, it's fine. I'm pressing that. I'm pressing forward and forcing it down at the same time. And maybe I could really force it. Right, if I really force it, it goes down. Look, as in... Well, you can see how much I'm pushing it. Look, I'm pushing it down. It's really hard to do. Right, so that's great. Let's have a little go. Doesn't seem to have any sort of noticeable input lag. If I do terrible at this game, by the way, it's because I'm terrible at the game. Wicked game, by the way. If you haven't played this, it's great. I don't actually own the PAL-B version yet. I am still playing on the EverDrive. And I put it on the other day just to test. Because people keep going on about how good it is, and I ended up completing it. Really good game. Man is going to be laughing now. You know, the Game Chaser's a really good game. Is that right? Right, I don't need to play this for hours and hours. This feels perfect. It feels exactly the same. That's what I wanted. I don't know why they didn't do it sooner, but this is a NES pad. And it feels official. It feels like an official modern retro controller. If that makes sense. Because you've got the modern wireless, but the retro feel. It feels perfect. I cannot fault it at all. That's really good. Every button works exactly like if it was on the real NES. And I don't see any input lag. Right, watch me get wrecked by this boss now. Oh no! Eat pan. Right, that's fine. That's perfect. This pad feels fantastic. I'm absolutely over the moon with it. It's really, really good. Feels just like a NES pad. No noticeable input lag. And the down and up doesn't get triggered when you press right anymore. And actually, I'll show you on... You know, I'm going to switch over now to the other pad to show you the actual issue. I think you turn this off. I'm not going to probably get this completely wrong. You hold start to turn it off. Yeah, you do. Right, I'm going to put that down now. Can I turn on the other pad and will it auto sync? Okay, so we're on to the 8bitdo NES 30 pad. I'm going to show you what I mean by the down and up being triggered. So as you walk, see that? And that's with a little press. Look, just a little bit down. So unless you're 100% perfect on pressing right and left, and I mean, everyone makes mistakes, and it's just a tiny bit of room for, you know, to trigger it. Look, it just... And the amount of times I'm fighting a boss and I'm, you know, getting into it and I'm just ducking and getting killed by the enemies. Yeah. If he could look up, he would look up. But yeah, this pad is now redundant. I guess it will just be... Well, I don't even know what I'd use it for now. I don't know, maybe even trade it in because it's not really worth using. But this is fantastic. I can't fault it at all. They've done a great job. As I said, no noticeable input lag. The buttons feel just like a NES pad, as it is a NES pad. And, yeah, no phantom presses of down and up. So it's 10 out of 10. Great. Perfect product. Only if I had one nitpick would be the cable length is really, really short. I mean, that's not a big deal. You can add an adapter, I guess, like an extender. But yeah, it's a bit short. Maybe like a meter would have been a bit nicer if they could have put that in with it, but you know. Anyway, thanks for watching the video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, leave a thumbs up. If you leave a comment, I'll always reply. And if you want to check out the Mega Drive version of the 8bitdo controller, I'm going to leave a link down below to Gruss Newton, his channel. He's got the Mega Drive version. He got his nice and early. Mine was a lot later than his. And you can check him out and see what he thinks of it. And he uses it on the Switch until 8bitdo pull their finger out and make a wireless receiver for the Mega Drive, which needs to happen. Anyway, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.